Hi students, in the previous class we studied regarding meaning of partnership, definition of partnership and features of partnership. Now in this class we study regarding partnership deed. What is meant by partnership deed? What are the contents of partnership deed? Likewise in this class we study. Here in the previous class you studied the definition as per section 4 of Partnership Act 1932. In that definition one word is there, that is what the definition, that is S, that is partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed. Yes, there is a word agreed. Agreed means there must be an agreement between the partners. And in the features also you studied. First feature is two or more persons, and likewise in that one feature you studied agreement, right? So in the definition also you studied the word agreed, and in features also you studied the word agreement. It means without agreement partnership business is meaningless. Without agreement partnership business is meaningless. It means there must be an agreement between all the partners. There must be an agreement between all the partners. Agreement means there are two types of agreement. One is oral agreement and one is written agreement. Maximum what happen, in some short term business they are gone oral agreement, means through the oral words they can make an agreement. Means A, B, C are partners, where what happen, A agreed to contribute 10,000, B 10,000 and C 10,000, and they start a business for only 6 months, and later whatever profit comes from such business they are going to be distributed. These all agreement they did on the oral words. Through the words only they can make the agreement. But oral agreement is not stand for long term business. If partners wants to carry the business for a long term period, say for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, then oral words are not stand in front of law, right? They need some written words. So what happen, for the long term partnership business there must be an written agreement. There must be an written agreement. So here we study regarding partnership deed. What is partnership deed? Partnership deed means, in simple we can say, partnership deed is the written agreement. Partnership deed is the written agreement between all the partners. What is partnership deed? Is the written agreement between all the partners, which is signed by all the partners and stamped as per Partnership Act. Stamped as per Partnership Act. It means, you understood now here, partnership deed is the written agreement between all the partners, which is signed by all the partners and stamped according to the Stamp Act, right? Suppose A, B and C, there are three partners and who plan to carry a partnership business, where what happen, A, B and C comes together and plan for a partnership business, where they must an agreement, means how much want to contribute, B how much contribute as a capital, and C how much have to contribute capital. Likewise they need to plan regarding contribution, distribution of profit and place of partnership business and business nature of business. Like this they want to plan, and that plan and that agreement must be in the form of written words. That agreement between written words, they comes together and start a business, and when they comes together at that time they need an agreement, and that agreement must be in the written words, So partnership deed is the written agreement. Written agreement means in the black and white. Black and white means with the help of paper and pen, right? Means they need to make an agreement in the written words. So partnership deed is the written agreement between all the partners, and that agreement must be signed by every partner, A, B, C. Everyone must be agree for that deed, right? They have to be signed, and that should be stamped as per Stamp Act. As per Stamp Act, as per Stamp Act, they need to be stamped that agreement. So by this we can clear one thing. What is partnership deed? Partnership deed is the written agreement between all the partners, which is signed by all the partners and stamped as per Stamp Act, right? Understood now? So one marks question can be asked, right? Partnership deed is the dash dash agreement, right? Fill in the blanks. Dash dash agreement means what kind of agreement it is? Either oral or written? Yes, it is the written agreement, right? Otherwise they can ask true and false, right? Now my question is that partnership deed is the written agreement, true or false? Yes, it is true because it is a written agreement. Otherwise partnership deed is the oral agreement, true or false? Yes, it is false, right? Likewise they can ask a question on this one. Clarify now what is partnership deed? Partnership deed is the written agreement which is signed by all the partners and stamped as per Stamp Act. So it is the written agreement. So here now we can understood it is a written agreement, but what it contains, what this deed is content, what they have written in that agreement, right? What it contains the deed. So next concept is contents of partnership deed, means what that partnership deed contains, right? What it contains means what they written in that agreement, what are the concepts they are everything written in the agreement. So there are lot of contents of partnership deed, right? They can write any contents there, right? Some of them we can discuss here. So what it contains? So it contains first name of the firm. Name of the firm. Name of the firm means here I go for example A, B and C are partners who are carrying a partnership business. Under which name they are carrying the business? Name of the firm means what they given the name to the firm, right? Means they can give X partnership firm or Y partnership firm, they can give any name, right? So first content is name of the firm. In that content what they written? Name of the firm means under which name they are carrying the partnership business, that must be right in the partnership deed. So this is first content. So name of the firm. Second, name and address of each partner. Second, in that content again they what written? They have to write name and address of each partner, means all the partners are not from one place, right? And all the partners are not carry and they are not under same name. So in that partnership deed they have to write the individual name of every partner, means here in example A is a partner and whose address, B is a partner whose address means from which place he belongs, right? Then C is a partner and his address, means second content is name and address of each partner, right? They have to write in the partnership deed. Next come to the third one, nature of business, means in that agreement they have to mention nature of business. Nature of business means as we already studied in the meaning and features, two or more persons I use the word. More means there are two types of partnership business, means whether they are carrying banking business or whether they are carrying non-banking business, means what kind of business they are carrying, the nature of business, whether they are trading business, banking business or production business, anything that may be, what kind of a business they are carrying, they have to write. That is nature of business, right? They have to be right nature of business. Come to the fourth one, the date of commencement of partnership. Commencement means start, begin, right? In the partnership deed, they have to mention the date on which they are starting their partnership business. Say for example, yes, on 1st June 2019. On 1st June 2019, they begin to start a business. Means they have to write the date on which they started the business, right? They have to mention that date also in the partnership deed. Now come to the next, the duration of partnership firm. Duration of partnership firm means they have to mention at what period they want to run the business. At what period means how long they want to run the business. How long means at initial itself, at the agreement itself, they have to be agreed. Yes, we are work as a partner for only 2 years, we are work as 5 years, 10 years, anything that may be period, right? So duration of partnership means how long they want to carry the partnership business. It means suppose A, B and C decided to carry the partnership business, but they decided, yes, we work only as 10 years as partners in the firm, right? Only for 10 years we carry the business, after 10 years we dissolve the firm, right? Means they have to mention how long they want to carry the business at the time of agreement itself. Means for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, anything that may be, but they have to mention the year, how many years they want to run the business. So this is the fifth content. So here in this slide, first name of the firm. What contains participant? Name of the firm means under which they are carrying the business. Name and address of each person, that is each partner. Next, nature of business, now banking, non-banking. Next, date of commencement of partnership date means on which they are going to be starting the partnership business, and duration of partnership firm means how long they want to carry the firm. Next, sixth one, the rights, duties and liabilities of each partner. Means the partners who are working in the firm, otherwise the partners of the firm, each partner's right means what he has a right in the firm, what are the duties of the partner in the firm, and what are the liabilities of a partner in a firm. Means all the right, liabilities and duties must be written in the agreement. It is the sixth content. Next, profit loss sharing ratio. Yes, this is most important. Means at the initial itself, at the time of agreement itself, they have to decide how they share the profits of the business. Means A, B and C are partners, right? At the end of year, they earn profit of rupees 12,000. They earn profit of rupees 12,000. So this 12,000 profit, how they want to distribute? Whether equally, that is 4,000, 4,000 and 4,000. Otherwise, in the ratio of 3:2:1, means in which ratio they want to distribute the profits of the business, they have to mention in the partnership deed. It is the most important, right? In the partnership deed, they have to mention profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio means the profit whatever earned at the end of year, how they are going to be distributed, how they are partners going to be distributed. That may be any ratio. Sometime it is equally, sometime they mention some ratios like this. Whatever that may be, that must be clearly mentioned in the partnership deed, right? So next, interest on partners' capital. Means here every partner contributes certain amount in the firm. A contributes certain amount, B contributes certain amount and C also contributes certain amount. So they contribute capital in the firm. So as a return for that capital, at what they earn the interest on their capital, that rate must be mentioned in the partnership deed. That may be 6%, that may be 5%, that may be 9%, whatever may be that. Right, the rate of partner's capital means that is the rate of interest on partner's capital, how to mention in the partnership deed. Next, interest on partner's drawing. Sometimes partners use certain amounts from the business for his personal use. Suppose here A, B and C are partners, right, and A withdrew rupees 10,000 from business, from firm for personal use. So this is the amount we called as drawing. This amount is called as drawing. He used 10,000 from the business for his personal use. So this amount is called as drawing. But while he returning this 10,000 to the firm, then he need to pay certain interest on this 10,000, and what interest they have to pay with this drawing amount, that also mentioned in the partnership deed, means that is interest on partners drawing. Next, remuneration to working partner. Yes, I already told in the definition, business can be carried on by all or any one of them acting for all, right. Sometime what happen, A, B and C are partners. Here B and C are not working in the firm, they just contribute the required capital and they are not interested in the firm to work. So here who is working? A is working in the firm, right. Then they need to fix certain remuneration, that may be commission or that may be salary, right, to Mr. A. So remuneration to working partner. Remuneration to working partner means the partner who is working in the firm, they need to pay certain remuneration, and what is that remuneration they need to pay to working partner, they have to mention in the partnership deed. And last one, interest on partner's loan. Sometime what happen, partner pay some amount as a loan to the firm, right, as a loan to the firm, and if a partner given loan to the firm, so at that time while the loan is returning to partner, at that time they need to pay certain extra amount as a interest, means at what rate they have to pay the loan amount, so that rate also mentioned in the partnership deed, that is interest on partner's loan, means some partners contribute given certain loan, that loan is returned with certain interest, so that rate also mentioned in the partnership deed. So again I written there etc. Etc means I told already there are numbers of contents, there is no any limited. You don't think that yes there are only 11 contents of partnership deed. No, there are numbers of contents. Again they write anything like any their own agreements there, they can add certain again points, right. So I taken just for example these are the 11 contents of partnership deed, and again they can write any other contents also. So here everyone clear na? First, partnership deed. What is partnership deed? Partnership deed is the written agreement between all the partners, which is signed by all the partners, and stamped as per Stamp Act, that is partnership deed. There are some contents of partnership deed. So what are that contents? These are some contents, and in previous slide you learned some concept, that is name of the firm, name and address of each partner, date of commencement of the firm, nature of business, right, and everything like these are the some contents you learnt in the previous slide, and rest of other you studied here, that is right, duties and liabilities of each partner, profit and loss sharing ratio, interest on partner's capital, interest on partner's drawing, remuneration to working partner, and interest on partner's loan. So these are the some contents. So here my simple two question, what is partnership deed? Yes, partnership deed is the written agreement which is signed by all the partners and stamped as per Stamped Act. Name any 4 contents of partnership deed. Name any 4 contents of partnership deed. Yes, out of 11 you can write any 4, right? You can write name of the firm, name and address of each partner, date of commencement, nature of business, then right and duties. Likewise, you can write any 4 contents of partnership deed. Understood now? Clarify na this one? Partnership deed and contents of partnership deed. Now what happened? Sometime when they are forming partnership business, they don't make any kind of partnership deed, right? Without partnership deed, they started the partnership business. Means when they are starting the firm, they don't make any kind of partnership deed. Means there is no any written agreement between partners. Without partnership deed, they started the business. Means in the firm there is no partnership deed. No means absence of partnership deed. No means absence of partnership deed. Means there is no partnership deed in the business. There is no partnership deed in the business. And in such case, sometime what happen, if the partnership deed is absent, means they not made any partnership deed while starting the firm. In case of absence of partnership deed, there are certain provisions for some profit sharing ratio, interest on capital, interest on drawing, then remuneration to working partner and interest on partner's loan. So next one is provisions of Indian Partnership Act 1932. When these are provisions? Yes, in the absence of partnership deed. Absence means they not made any partnership deed and they started the business. Then how they make profit sharing ratio? Means how they want to ratio, because if partnership deed is there, then they clearly mention in this ratio we can distribute. Interest on capital, they mention some rate. Yes, at 6% we take the interest on capital, at 10% we take the interest on drawing, partner's loan. Like they mention everything when there is a partnership deed. But when there is no partnership deed, absence of partnership deed, when there is no partnership deed, then how they share the profit and loss, interest on capital, interest on drawing. Likewise, these we need to learn, right? So this is the practical oriented question. They can ask for PUC second year practical oriented question under section that is section E. Right? Section E, under section E they can ask this one for practical oriented. So here what are the provisions for interest on capital, interest on drawing, interest on partner's loan, profit sharing ratio and remuneration in the absence of partnership deed. So first one, interest on capital. If there is no partnership deed, then interest on capital, what I written there, not allowed. Means if a partnership deed is absent, then no partner is allowed to take interest on capital. Not allowed to take the interest on capital. Understood na? If the partnership deed is absent, interest on capital is not allowed to any partner. Not allowed to any partner. Means whatever they invested capital, that much they need to take. If X is a partner who contribute rupees 20,000 as capital, at the dissolution of firm they take only 20,000 as his capital. On that no any interest is allowed, right? Because partnership deed is absent. And if there is a partnership business deed, then they can take as per their agreement. So first one is interest on capital is not allowed to any partner. Not allowed to any partner. Next, interest on drawing. If any partner taken some amount for his personal use and while he is returning that amount to the firm, at that time at what rate they need to pay the interest. So if there is a deed, then according to deed he can return, but if there is no deed absent, then not charged interest, that not charged interest on the drawing amount. So if Y is a partner who taken a 10,000 for personal use, while returning he simply pay only 10,000, on that he should not pay any kind of interest, because if partnership deed is there, then according to that deed they need to pay the interest, and if the partnership deed is absent, not charged interest on drawing. And next, interest on partner's loan or advance. If any partner given certain loan to the firm, at that time, if partnership deed is there, at that time he take the interest at 6% per annum. P.A means per annum, per year. And lastly, profit sharing ratio. If partnership deed is absent, they can distribute equally. And lastly, remuneration to partner, means no partner is allowed to pay the remuneration if the partnership deed is absent, even he is working in the firm. So these are the some provisions which should be given according to Indian Partnership Act 1932 if the partnership deed is absent. So I told once again, it is practical oriented questions. So once I will repeat: interest on capital not allowed to any partner, interest on drawing not charged, interest on partner's loan or advance at 6% per annum, profit sharing ratio equally, remuneration to partner not payable to any partner. So these are the some provisions which should be mentioned in the Indian Partnership Act 1932 if the partnership deed is absent. So understand now what are the provisions. For these there are 5 provisions. So you have clarify now what is partnership deed, contents of partnership deed, and if the partnership deed is the absent, then how we should allowed or charge our profit is going to be shared for these things we studied here. Understood na? So in the next class we go for interest on drawing, means how should we calculate interest on drawing and how should we calculate interest on drawing. Thank you everyone.